Amputations, blood-soaked floorboards, and a large collection of bone saws. This isn't a Halloween experience, but actually a museum of the goriest kind. This is London's hidden gem, the Old Operating Theatre in London Bridge. Climb a church tower, up a creaking staircase to find the garret, an attic space brimming with curiosities.
The bit I love about this is the oak beams. Everything is still original, and on the oak beams you can still see the markings where apothecaries would throw rope with the herbs attached to dry them out, which they'd use for medicines, as this space was part of St Thomas's Hospital when it was here in its old Southwark site. This is the cabinet we do not open, and it is full of all of our poison bottles. So some of them actually have a bell attached to the bottle so that when you pick it up, you know for certain it is a poison, so you don't get that confused with something else. And this space was mainly used by the apothecaries until the 19th century, and that is where our operating theatre sort of comes into the story.
Enter the spectacle of the museum, the operating room itself. In the 19th century, female patients were clamped down on the wooden table and operated on, and it's safe to say things have moved on a long way since then.
So the patient would be right here on the table, and above her would be about almost 100 to 150 men in the stands. They would be medical professionals and medical students who would be learning from the operation. At this point they would be talking, smoking, so it wasn't peaceful, but thankfully most of the time they tried to get it over with very quickly, because at this point there was no anaesthesia and no antiseptic.
This place actually became something of a ghost story itself, as it was hidden for nearly a century after being boarded up in the 1800s. It wasn't rediscovered until the 1950s by a curious researcher, and it was eventually turned into this museum, documenting the pain, struggle, and the quest to cure all, right here in the heart of London.
I think the thing that people always say is they're very grateful for modern medicine, and I can see why, and I can definitely understand it. It does kind of give you a chill. The best experience is just walking in, and you just feel so much. It's like history is just shouting at you. You just don't get to experience this very often.
So this Halloween, why not delve into this historical hidden gem? Open Thursday to Sunday every week.